by the way, to people in our gallery, if you see some of our councillors coming in and out of the lounges, they can hear the proceedings in the main area and in their office space. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to first of all state that if my voice fails during this presentation, I apologize. I've been fighting a bad cold all week. Nevertheless, I'd like to also point out to some of the previous presenters who have raised alarming feelings about the prospect of men being in female gendered spaces. I am the sort of woman that they are worried about. And one thing that has not yet been pointed out is that when transgender women are in the process of transition, which for many of us involves surgery eventually, and in order to qualify for that, we are required by the medical profession to live in our target gender for a period of at least 1 year, and that's 24/7. We don't have the option to say, oh, sorry, I need to dress up as a man now because I have to go to the washroom. No, we are expected to live as women full-time. I'd also like to point out that transgender people have existed in every culture, in every land, and in every time. Going back to the beginning of time, transgender is not an invention of 20th century medicine. It is not a moral choice. It is not something that we decide one day, oh, I think I feel like a woman today, I'm going to go use the women's room. That's not how it works. What does happen is that people who, through an illiterate and misguided interpretation of the Bible, or complete misunderstanding or lack of understanding or deliberate lack of understanding of what some people go through, seek to spread fear among the population. So they bring out this image of a man going into a female gendered space like a shower. First of all, trans women are not men. I heard a previous presenter talk about a friend who lived for 10 years as a woman and constantly referred to this so-called friend as with male pronouns. I'm sorry, but if this person transitioned and was living as female, this person was to be considered a woman and made use of female pronouns. That is just basic human decency. This image of a large, burly man walking into a women's shower and frightening little children just doesn't happen. First of all, when someone like me is transitioning and we are making use of female gendered spaces in public, the very last thing we want to do is to be noticed, to be called out as being trans. A lot of this has to do with the stigmatization of the trans community, which is furthered by things like public campaigns where a picture of a man walking into a lady's shower is coupled with the phrase, "Competing human rights, where's the justice?" The obvious ploy there is to state, first of all, that trans women are not women, they are men, so that by allowing this, we're allowing men into these spaces. Nothing could be further from the truth. There's also nothing morally degrading about me. I think my children would agree with that. I think to talk about me as a morally degrading person is itself morally degrading. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Autumn? Or sorry, Colleen. Sorry, Colleen. Seeing no questions. Thank you, Colleen. And